When you are financially savvy, life is lots simpler. Your credit score and the total amount of debt you end up with depend on how you manage your money. Here are some suggestions to help you improve your financial habits if you're struggling with money management challenges like living paycheck to paycheck despite making more than enough money. Never assume you can afford something when presented with a financial decision, particularly one involving a sizable buy. Make sure you can afford it and that you haven't previously used those dollars for another obligation. This entails determining your ability to afford a purchase using your budget and the balances in your checking and savings accounts. Keep in mind that just because you have the money doesn't imply you can buy what you want. The bills and expenses you have to pay before your next paycheck must also be taken into account. How to better manage your finances. Before starting the video, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. 1. Create a budget. Many individuals avoid creating budgets because they believe it will be tedious work to list out expenses, tally up amounts, and make sure everything balances. You cannot use budgeting as an excuse if you have a negative relationship with money. Why wouldn't you do it if all it takes is a few hours per month to work on a budget to keep your spending under control? Focus on the benefits that budgeting will have on your life rather than the process of making one. 2. Make use of the budget. If you create a budget but then leave it sitting in a file folder on your bookshelf or filing cabinet, it is useless. To assist in directing your spending choices, refer to it frequently during the month. As you spend money on other monthly costs and pay bills, update it. You should always be aware of how much money you have available to spend each month, taking into account any outstanding bills. 3. Establish a spending cap for yourself. An important component of your budget is your net income, or the amount of money left over after deducting your expenses from your revenue. If you have any money left over, you can, up to a certain amount, utilize it for leisure and fun. You can't spend it all at once, especially since it won't be much and needs to last the entire month. Make sure any major purchases won't conflict with any other plans you have before you make them. 4. Keep track of your spending. A few little purchases here and there may rapidly mount up, and before you realize it, you've gone over budget. Save your receipts and list your purchases in a spending journal, categorizing them to help you find areas where you have trouble controlling your spending. Start tracking your expenditure to find areas where you may be unwittingly overspending. 5. Avoid signing up for any new, ongoing monthly obligations just because your salary and credit history make you eligible for one. This does not mean you should accept the loan. Many individuals mistakenly believe that the bank wouldn't grant them a credit card or loan they cannot afford. The bank is only aware of the income you have disclosed and the debts shown on your credit report. It is unaware of any other commitments that would make it difficult for you to make timely payments. Depending on your income and other monthly obligations, it is up to you to decide if a monthly payment is manageable. 6. Verify that you're getting the greatest deals. By comparison shopping, you can make the most of your money and make sure you're getting the best deal possible on goods and services. When possible, search for special offers, coupons, and less expensive substitutes. 7. Save up for major purchases. Being able to postpone gratification can greatly improve your money management skills. You can give yourself more time to decide whether a large purchase is necessary and to compare prices by delaying it rather than foregoing other crucial necessities or charging it to your credit card. You can avoid paying interest on the purchase by putting money aside rather than utilizing credit. Additionally, you avoid the numerous repercussions of missing those payments if you preserve money rather than foregoing duties or expenditures. Limit your transactions using your credit card. The deadliest enemy of a reckless spender is a credit card. You don't think about whether you can afford to pay the bill when you run out of cash. You just reach for your credit cards. Avoid the temptation to use your credit cards to make unaffordable purchases, especially of things you don't actually need. 9. Make regular contributions to your savings. Making a monthly deposit into your savings account can help you develop sound money management practices. Even better, you can arrange up an automatic transfer of funds from your checking account to your savings account. You won't have to remember to make the transfer in this manner. 10. It takes practice to become good with money. At first, you might not be accustomed to making plans and delaying purchases until you have the money to make them. The more you include these practices into your everyday routine, the simpler it will be to manage your funds and the better off they will be.